stench soup.
He went peacefully 2 days ago, sitting up in bed watching TV while eating chips dipped in ketchup. A strange thing from my dad, but something he loved. Dad? I stop halfway across the room. My eyes fall on the corner table where he liked to read and do crossword puzzles. Dad? I call again, louder this time. There is still no response, so I step inside his bedroom. On the nightstand beside his bed lies a photo album of family pictures which he had always kept nearby whenever possible. I opened the album, already prepared myself for what I would find within, though never expecting it. A small hand reaches out from behind the frame, its finger pointing straight toward me. The second my gaze falls upon it, there is movement beneath the bed sheets, revealing another hand holding one of my father's favorite guns. This isn't real. It can't be. A familiar click follows as the hammer releases, then nothing happens at all. I stare into empty blackness until suddenly light shines down from above, illuminating my entire surroundings as if by some unknown power. The shock leaves me paralyzed as I see everything around me as clearly as I ever had. My father's room, his belongings, even the gun. What just happened? How did I get here? Why am I standing like this? You are dead now too. Come with us, says a voice somewhere behind me, yet I cannot turn to look. A moment later the pressure vanishes entirely and I'm able to move freely once more. Wherever they came from or how they got there, the people appear in an instant without warning and disappear before I've managed to comprehend them being there. They say nothing else. Come on, one man whispers urgently. I turn around. It is my father. He looks directly into my eyes. We're waiting for you. I don't want to go, but something tells me that I must obey. There is no choice anymore. My body begins moving slowly through space. In less than a blink, we stand beside the other spirits and begin our march across town, each person taking their own direction. At first it was disorienting and terrifying traveling along with such powerful beings, though I quickly adjusted and started noticing things about these strange strangers which were quite odd. One had hair like fire. Another wore armor made from bones while carrying swords that dripped blood constantly from their every step. Another looked as if he could swallow up anyone he wished simply by opening his mouth wide enough. He seemed to be wearing the faces of those who walked ahead of him as well as those he passed behind him, all the same expressionless face. The parade of spirits passes me by one after the next until finally, I find myself alone again. This time the street I walk upon seems completely different. I do not know where I am exactly, only that I have come some distance from home since I seem to remember a path leading toward a large open square filled with people. There are many souls gathered here today and more coming in all the time. Everyone has a purpose here and some have been waiting longer than others. So much pain, so much suffering. But now they're all ready. It is time. Why did you kill me? I asked my dad. He didn't answer at first. Instead, he merely stared at me like always, then replied, "You need to understand something. Death isn't what everyone thinks it to be." He paused for a moment before continuing. "Death is a release, a chance for peace." His eyes softened and fell away from mine. A tear ran down his cheek as he spoke the words with such sincerity that even though I knew that nothing could possibly be true, it felt as if I'd just learned the most important thing in life. My father smiled softly as the tears flowed freely from his cheeks. "Now that you've joined us," he said, "we can live forever."